California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, Vermont and Washington face cuts in federal funding. About 750,000 federal workers, nearly 40% of the workforce, are on unpaid leave, impacting services from air travel to social programs. National parks, research agencies like CDC and NIH, and food assistance programs could also see interruptions, while essential staff continue unpaid work. White House freezes infrastructure funding, affecting billions worth of projects in Democratic-run states. Meanwhile, deepening economic impact of the shutdown. Emma Long, Associate Professor in American History and Politics at University of East Anglia, is joining us live from London. Emma, thanks for being with us today on NewsX World. What is the hit that the U.S. economy is likely to take as a result of this shutdown, and how long more do you expect it to continue?
Thanks for having me. I mean, the length of the shutdown is unclear at the moment. Okay, historically, they've run from a day or two to the longest one in history under Trump's first administration, which ran for 35 days. At the moment, neither side seems particularly willing to negotiate. They both want things that the other side isn't prepared to offer. So for the moment, it looks like it's set to stay, at least for the next few days. As you pointed out, the financial effects are immediate and will start to bite pretty quickly for many Americans. So how long this goes on may well depend on how quickly public pressure is put on both sides to come to some kind of agreement. And also, I think probably whether one side or the other feels that the pressure is leaning more on them to find a conclusion.
Absolutely. Emma, what's also the extent of the shutdown? If you could just elaborate for our viewers, because what we are learning is that, the jobs data report has been delayed. It never came out last Friday. There are various other Democratic, ruled states which also face infrastructure fund cuts as well. Can you just tell us a bit more about the impact that this shutdown is having in various parts of the United States?
Sure. I mean, at a national level, I mean, estimates suggest that this shutdown could cost anywhere between $10 and $15 billion a day in lost GDP. Historically, shutdowns, the impact on the GDP has largely been recovered, but it takes a little while to feed its way back in. So in the short term, what you've got are people working without pay, in the hope that will come back sooner rather than later. You've got some people not receiving assistance programs and welfare programs, which obviously have an impact. More broadly, thinking about state levels, what you're seeing and what we've seen in the last couple of days is the Trump administration hanging on to or refusing to pass on funds that had been approved for particular projects. So, for example, Chicago has lost $2.1 billion for a transportation infrastructure project that it was expecting to get. New York has been targeted particularly. It's roughly, it seems, lost about $18 billion for also a transport infrastructure project. And about 16 states have lost money that was intended to subsidize sort of renewable energy programs that obviously have been targeted by the Trump administration as not fitting in with their approach to issues of energy and the climate. Yes. So you're seeing sort of both individual level impact, but also to the economy more generally, and how large that impact to the American economy will be is going to depend very much on how long this shutdown continues for.
Emma, thank you very much for joining us with your perspective on that story. Now, in Ukraine's Sumy region,